This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their products as well as the rest of my gear in the description below. Hey guys, I've played far too much Dirt Rally 2.0 in the last few days, boy here, and welcome back to another video. Now, if you've watched my videos or watched my streams, you'll know by now that I'm actually a pretty big fan of the latest Dirt Rally release from Codemasters. I think it's a really nice step in the right direction, and there have been significant changes made from the last Dirt Rally title, but I think there are still a few things that need some improvement. So in this video, I'm going to be the typical basic bitch YouTuber and give you a list of 5 things that I think need improving or adding to Dirt Rally 2.0. This list is based on about 20 hours or so of gameplay and is coming from somebody from a sim racing background, so I'm probably going to be looking for different things than the average player. So first things first, and though this list isn't really ranked in any particular order, the first point that I want to talk about is the tarmac physics. To date, there's not been a rally game that's managed to create physics that are equally decent across gravel and tarmac, and unfortunately Dirt Rally 2.0 continues in this trend. I've said it a few times on stream, but the physics kind of feel as if they're just the gravel physics with the grip turned up. It's almost as if the cars just kind of float over the surface rather than grip it, which becomes very apparent actually when you're watching a replay. The cars seem as if they have very little grip at low speed, and when they do break traction, I've had very odd instances where the car seems to transition into this four-wheel lateral slide instead of oversteering or understeering as you'd expect it to. Now, this might not be 100% truthful, but I have been told the devs have acknowledged this, and apparently they can't change it because the AI would suffer. But I think I'd rather have decent tarmac physics than AI that maybe put in the odd time every now and then. To have the devs acknowledge that there is a problem with the tarmac physics and then not fix it is kind of disappointing for a game that's asking for £50. So for the second thing I'd like to see addressed, and carrying on in a similar vein from the first point, is damage. For me, one of the reasons that I keep going back to Richard Burns Rally, despite the game being 14 years old at this point, is just how unforgiving it is. If you hit a tree head on at 60 miles per hour in Richard Burns and in real life, it's rally over, as it should be. But in Dirt Rally 2.0, I'm able to drive the car away seemingly without performance impacting damage, which isn't really right. When you have that kind of damage model looming over your head when you're driving, it makes you drive differently. It makes you drive more conservatively to make sure you get the car to the end of the stage, and it makes the experience of actually getting through the stage quickly all the more intense. Instead, in Dirt Rally 2.0, you end up feeling overly confident throwing the cars into corners at silly angles because you know that a contact with a bank or a tree will at worst probably result in a spin, or maybe in a rare occasion a puncture. I'm not sure if there is a licensing issue which is stopping more severe damage and deformation of car models, or if perhaps the damage model in game just doesn't support it, but regardless, I think it's something that needs to be worked on if the game wants to be taken seriously as a hardcore simulator. The third thing I'd like to see improved is the career mode. Yes, career mode is back in Dirt Rally 2.0, and it seems as if very little has changed from the first Dirt Rally title. The idea at the moment in career mode is to work your way through championships of increasing difficulty whilst earning credits to unlock new cars and perks for your engineers. It's a little bare bones to say the least, but the thing that bothers me the most is being forced to play through the lower difficulties whilst not having any ability to turn on the hardcore damage mode. In the rally mode, you are pretty much forced to stay in your starter car for 2 to 3 hours driving against AI that you can beat despite rolling 2 to 3 times per stage. There is just no challenge there at all. Now, I don't mind the length of the rallies or the stages, but I do mind being forced to drive against AI that slow. This could easily be fixed with a difficulty slider which actually exists in the game already for the free run rallies, or just by letting the player choose their starting point. At the moment, the career progression doesn't feel like progression, just like a grind, and grinding in racing games isn't fun. Fourth on the list is a very common complaint across all reviewers, and that is the general lack of stages. Now, whilst the stages in Dirt Rally 2 are handcrafted, and that shows, they're generally of a very high quality, we are faced with the same problem of there just not being enough of them. The formula for the stages is pretty much the same as the first Dirt Rally title, with each location having 2 very long stages that are then cut up, reversed, etc, etc, to get you to a total of 12 stages per location. Now, as I've said, I've played this game for about 20 hours so far, and I'm already recognising parts of the stages, making my co-driver a little bit useless. Now, there are more stages scheduled to be released as part of DLC for Dirt Rally 2.0, but they aren't in the game yet, so for the purpose of this video, they just don't exist. I'm also unsure if the stage generator from Dirt 4 would have worked as an addition, just because given the stages in this game are designed and not spat out of a program, there will be quite a big difference, I think, between the handcrafted stages and the ones that are just kind of built out of certain building blocks. I honestly think as well that if you added just one more long stage per location that you could chop up, etc., and then do with as you would like, that would add much needed diversity. I understand why they haven't done it, it is a lot of work, but if you want this game to be supported for a long time and you want to release DLC and keep this game going, you've got to make sure people are going to keep coming back to drive it, and having more stages is the easiest way to do that, I think. And last and probably least on our list, to be honest, is there is no photo mode in Dirt Rally 2.0. This is a rather small and selfish thing for me to add to the list because photo modes make thumbnails a lot easier on YouTube. But I think it's something that would be enjoyed by the community as a whole if it was added. I mean, it's always awesome watching the replays and seeing your car fly over a jump on one of your good runs, but if you're restricted to the trackside camera, which isn't really designed for screenshots in mind, then that can get a little bit samey. You end up with the same pictures time and time again. I mean, something similar to the F1 2018 photo mode would just be perfect, and I don't really see a reason why it can't be added. So there you go, there are the 5 things that I'd like to see either improved or added to Dirt Rally 2.0. If you enjoyed the video or found it informative in any way, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to be notified of future videos and future streams. Thank you so much to my patrons and to my sponsors. Take care, have an awesome day. See you all next time.